Now, let's look at the query by Nnamdi Kanu, the particular one. The state's high court, the federal high court, the appeal court, on the 15 instances where he has been gotten victory, according to his lawyers, one thing is critical: the Constitution was used in adjudicating on the issues concerning his extraordinary rendition and the charges of terrorism against him. And now, remember, the appeal courts then, the upper when came and said, oh no, there are no grounds to term this terrorism and all of that. But before our very eyes, the Supreme Court says you have to go back to those trials. This has been 2 years, and June 2021 precisely. June 2022 was 1 year. June 2023 was 2 years. This is running into the third year by a few months' time. Now, yet the Nigerian judiciary could not find a way to either accept the fact, to respect the lower court's decision, which was taken with the constitutional backing, and especially on the issue of extraordinary rendition. And then the Supreme Court goes back. I'm bringing this in the Kanu's query on the constitutional backing of his trial. What do you think is the best way to look at this? Yes, he's saying to his followers, remain in peace and all of that. But Imam Powerful did make a statement to the international community when he, after the Supreme Court ruling, and said, listen, if there's any breakdown of law and order in this period, hold the Nigerian government responsible. I'd like to have your reaction to this.
Well, my position on this matter has never changed, has remained the same. It's becoming even more ridiculous by the day. I think a solution to this problem lies outside the court. I think it's something for which we need to, as a people, look at those issues raised by Nnamdi Kanu and see how we can address them. I am not saying that, okay, he wants a republic, give him a republic. But there are pressing issues in the East that ought to be attended to. The people of Eastern Nigeria, the Igbos, not to evade the name now, are uncomfortable in this union. They feel marginalized. Why don't we address that issue? How do you explain a situation where, I mean, it's possible that, okay, even when you say you distribute the spoils of office, government appointments on the basis of the number of states, but repeatedly, the Igbos get the short end of the stick. You look at the cabinet, they have the fewest number of ministers. If you look at it on a zonal basis, on a geopolitical zonal basis, I mean, you look at certain policies and they seem to be targeted at them. Look at what is happening in Lagos now, the demolition of buildings. I mean, people are claiming that those buildings are predominantly owned by people of Igbo stock. I mean, these are issues that ought to be addressed. And Nnamdi Kanu is simply symbolic in this situation. But the questions he has raised are questions that ought to be addressed. They are not questions he just dismissed with a wave of the hand. Here we are talking about an extra constitutional resolution to the revised prices. If there is a situation where we need that kind of resolution, that kind of political resolution, I said, wait, gentlemen, let us put aside the legalese and then see what practical solution we could come out with. I think the Nnamdi Kanu matter is the one that needs that kind of approach. But in any case, it's also a good thing that he has called on his supporters to be calm, and then he has reassured them that all will be well. I think if there is any good thing in all this is the fact that, okay, the Supreme Court has now intervened in the matter as you would expect. The date has been fixed for hearing. Hopefully, I imagine that the entire process will be done expeditiously so that an outcome will be reached, and then once and for all, we'll put this matter behind us.